All right. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, 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 Call Halayim Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone and charters of truth. Honors and salutations to all sincere Akim throughout the four corners of the earth that's laboring in honesty, sincerity, charity, and sound doctrine. To the Akwathim and to the children that believe on the true names of the Father and the Son, which the Father's name is Yahweh, he exists. The Son's name is Yahweh Shai, he is the deliverer. All right? Because he's going to deliver us out of the captivity that we're in. All right? My name is Maka Allah Ben Gad Ben Yasser Allah. I'm with the Watchman Philadelphia camp here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You know, and I've been watching videos, and the spirit is heavy on the RFID microchip being a mark of the beast. And I'm gonna get the basic scripture, then grab some other scriptures, But that's a heavy topic right now, because for one, that's the next major prophecy that we're waiting for, The before all hell breaks loose, Jacob's trouble, So that's why right now the spirit got it on that, so you know, man. All right, it's being brought up now, so when that day comes, you're gonna know. Either you're gonna know for sure, or you're gonna take it, which the scriptures tell you not to take it. All right, but you got a lot of these clowns running around, and what they doing, misleading the sheep, and telling them, it's an embargo. They were saying Jacob and the 12 kids had it. Like, that don't even make no sense, man. When the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, man. Hands down, bottom line. If you don't believe it, you go ahead and take it and you find out the hard way. All right? And this is only for the elect anyway. And that's all that's going to get it right now. Here in captivity in Babylon. That's all this message is for, is the elect of Yasser Allah. So I'm going to hop right into it, bringing out the, scripture that everybody should know anyway. Which this is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right? So now you go to the word mark, which is pretty simple, man, which is charagma, which is a stamp and imprinted mark. All right? Which is a stamp or imprinted mark. So you have to put that inside somebody's body, man. So they were saying you got, what's these guys? ISUPK, And last week after camp, when I was with the Men of Valor brothers and DTA, and we went out to go eat after camp, and we bumped into Captain Tazariak. So it's funny how, we spoke to him, embraced, Shalom, Yabashim, Yahshua, saluted each other, and all that. But it's funny how now this situation pops up. And I was talking to the head of Men of Valor, Gabar, Elder Gabar. He was like, man, something major's about to happen, man. Then the brothers from the West Coast called and was like, they bumped into ISUPK too, and they was going into it about the mark of the beast, man. So everything that's happening right now is spiritual, because all hell's fitting to break loose, man, whether you believe it or not. So if you don't get this doctrine now, hey, man, it wasn't for you, And how about Shimon Shine working with you? But you got dudes that think they got it, and they know that it's the mark of the beast, but the Lord ain't going to put the spirit on them not to get it. Why? Because they're not men of the Lord. All right? But getting back into it, it says charagma, which is a stamp and printed mark. It says of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the followers of the Antichrist. And the Antichrist would be what? Your government. Because it's not just one man, it's more than one man. All right? And now you got what those, they could put a chip in your brain, and they doing that, talking about for a blind man so he could see again, So, hey, man, Esau's crafty, man. They got a whole bunch of tricks and everything to trick you to get that chip. But what the scriptures say, man, we're not ignorant to Esau's devices. All right? We're not ignorant to Esau's devices. So anyway, it says of a mark stamped on the forehead or right hand as the badge of the follower of the Antichrist. The mark branded upon horses, thin carved, sculptured, graven work. All right, so it's carved in your skin, and they show you when these people get the chip, they got the syringe and they shoot it in their skin, and it goes underneath their skin, man. So that's a carve. That's a scratch that's put into your body, man. All right, so these dudes talking that embargo, sleeping with the white woman, you know. And yo, General Yohana, this dude said that plenty of times, man. That dude's bugged out his mind, and furthermore, he's getting paid off by the government to lead the people astray so you don't get the right doctrine. That dude's set up, man. Just like Nate. And anybody else that's not teaching that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. If they're not teaching that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, they going off on that matter. But it's just a whole bunch of topics that dudes go off on. All right? That's why we go and touch on these different false doctrines along with the RFID microchip, because that's major right now. All right? But yeah, so that's a mark that you actually get. It's a madness cross. I'm sitting outside trying to enjoy some fresh air, man. But yeah, so basically, all right, matter of fact, almost lost my train of thought, but if the mark of the beast was sleeping with the so-called white woman, how does that make sense? Because you still can buy and sell if you're doing that, you know? And I talked to one of them ISUPK dudes in the deli one time, and he going to tell me, oh, that's internationally buying and selling. That's bullshit, you know? Because he says, let's read it, man. It says, and he calls of all, right, all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So that's the whole world, man. All right? That's the hour of temptation. That's about to come up, man. So these dudes teaching that, they off, man. But you got dudes that really believe this stuff, that they think when them dudes tell them, oh yeah, man, that's internationally traded. So how's it all both small and great? Because of, like myself, I can't internationally trade on that level. So that doesn't make sense, man. All right, verse 17 says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, man. So you're going to have that physical mark in you, which it is a physical mark. It ain't no philosophy, all right? It ain't no embargo. It ain't no sleeping with the white women, okay? So them dudes teaching that, they going off, man. And guess what? Yahweh Shem outside going to deal with them harshly, because the blood's going to be on their hands, man. Because a lot of people going to see death behind this thing. A lot. All right? It says, here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man. And his number is 666, which, hey, man, if you don't know this by now, there's something wrong with you. But this for the younger brothers coming in that could be get misled. That is a Chi stigma, all right, which is 666, all right. So let's jump to Revelations, chapter 22 and 18. Okay. So it's the book of Revelation. Shalom, Mak. Yahweh Shem Yashai Barakatah. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 18. It says, for I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, which what? The RFID microchip is prophecy. And that's one of the major prophecies that we're waiting for. All right? After that, hey, man, this thing going to roll real quickly, man. Real quickly. That's when you're going to have, what's that, when it talks about the enemy going to come in like a flood. You just had America pull out of Syria, the border and all that, and Turkey set up. So as soon as America pulled out, Turkey went right in there, and what they started doing, doing bombing in people, man. All right? They bombing the hell out those people. Starting it. And guess what? Yo, somehow, some way, Israel is going to, them Israelis, them gutter rats, they going to get drawn into that. And guess what? They going to draw America into it. Then you're going to have your full-out World War III, man, which we already in it. They just playing games. All right? It says, if any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. You know? I'm going to read that again, because these dudes is crazy out their mind, and they playing games. It says, for I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. So look, let's get that word plagues, man. Salakia. Hold up. Okay, here we go. The word plagues is plague. Plague. A blow, strike, a wound. Public calamity. Heavy affliction. Plague. All right? I'm going to read that again. A blow, stripe, a wound, a public calamity, heavy affliction, a plague. And what the scriptures tell you, man, he said he going to laugh at your calamities, man. You know? The Lord said he going to laugh at your calamities, and that's going for them dudes out here that's speaking in false doctrines, you know? So this is the book of Ephesians. Matter of fact, the book of 2 Corinthians 11 and 4. Just bear with me. It's 2 Corinthians 11 and 4. It says, for if he that cometh preacheth another Yahweh Shai, whom we have not preached, or if ye receive another spirit, which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with them. All right? So it's basically telling you, man, if you listening to all these false doctrines, and these dudes coming with the RFID microchip is, which is false what they're saying, you know, you might as well stand with them, you know? You might as well just stand right on the side with them and get what's coming to them, you know? Because that's what you're going to catch, man. You're going to catch all those plagues, man, that's coming to this place, man. You're going to catch Leviathan, you know, famine, the sword, race wars. You know, the Lord going to add all those things on to you, and it's going to be heavy, man. It ain't going to be nothing pretty. Why? Because you're leading the sheep astray, man. Like that song from Capleton, back in the day, featuring Method Man, Wings of the Morning. He's like, put on the wings of the morning and fly, you know. He said, lead the sheep them astray, they must get punished, you know. So if you out here, I'm telling you, man, like y'all dudes that's playing them type of games, man, y'all by some y'all shot gonna kill you, man. Straight up, and your children. All right, this truth been out here for too long, and like I said, it's only for the elect. This ain't for everybody, man. This truth ain't for everybody. That's why you got a lot of people following out the different doctrines, man. But this is a heated and heavy topic, and it always been, man. But you got all these other different camps that be going off and all that, right? What they say, they can all agree on a whole bunch of. Matter of fact, they can all agree that Great Millstone is wicked. All them niggas come up against Great Millstone, but they can't agree on what the RFID microchip is, man. Come on, man. So you tell me who's off. Them niggas, man. And they got that spirit on them. They got that spirit of Satan on them, man. They are the father of the devil, man. You know? But this is Matthew chapter 15 and 9. Just bear with me, y'all. Matthew chapter 15. See, this phone is retarded, man. Chapter 15 and verse 9. And it reads, "But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men." I'm going to read that again, man, because that's what these fools do. All right, it says, "But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men." All right, so what's the commandments of men that they teach? They're teaching what Esau tells them to teach. You know, Esau, because a lot of them dudes is, you know, they in those buildings just covered under that 501c3 charter, man. You know, but you can't speak out against the government, nothing like that. You can't even teach the name Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And the proof is, like, even with that, with Nate, man, he was once teaching the name. And his actual videos, if you go back and look things up, Nate Nathaniel was actually teaching the name Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Now it's Israelite United in Christ. You know, they don't teach the RFID microchip. You know, so what are they teaching? The commandments of men, man. And it's a consequence for that, man. All right? They're not real men. They can't stand up, man. The Lord is looking for what? Men, man. Not little girls, not suckers, man. He's looking for men to come out here, you know, and put their hand to the plow and move out. So if you can't do that, you might as well just stay home, man. Stay home with your family and keep continuing to be lied to, man. Because this thing ain't no game, man. And you seeing all the prophecies come to pass on television, man. Right in front of your face. All right? I'm going to read this again. This is Matthew chapter 15 and 9. It says, "But in vain," so vain is what? Nothingness. Because everything they doing, they worshiping who? Jesus Christ. You know? They worshiping these false idols, you know? And they think that they're worshiping Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, but it's in vain, so it means nothing. And those are going to be the guys that the Lord says, "Yo, depart from me, I never knew you." They're going to be like, "Oh, Lord, must we be casting out devils in your name?" Depart from me, I never knew you. And those are some harsh words to hear, man. Those words you really don't want to hear, man. You know I don't. And we prisoners of hope, man. So that's why we do what we do. All right? But this is, I'm going to read it again. Matthew chapter 15 and 9. It says, "But in vain they do worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men." All right? So you want to be like Esau? You're going to die like Esau, man. All right? Let's go to Lamentations chapter 2 and 14. I see this phone acting dumb. 2 and 14. All right, this is the book of Lamentations, chapter 2, verse 14. It says, "Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things, for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity, to turn away thy captivity, but have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment." All right, so let's get the word banishment. All right, which is madacha. Madacha. It's seduction, enticement, a thing to draw aside, man. So they teach you all this thing to draw you away from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. They teaching these things to basically put you in that fire, man. You know, have Esau on your ass, man. And like the brother put up here, he said, it's a lot of brothers got that pride, man. You know, pride go forth before destruction, and the haughty look before fall, man. So these dudes out here that don't want to teach that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. Why? Because the apostles got that, and they the ones that's teaching it. Hey, the Most High going to deal with you. You know? Get up off your high horses, man. You know? Come to the correct doctrine. Stop lying to the people. Because at the end of the day, the only person you're hurting is what? Yourself, man. The only person you're hurting is yourself. And that pride, man, that pride is a hell of a drug, man. But you got a lot of, like I say, man, you got a lot of prideful dudes in Yasser Island, man. You can't tell them nothing. You know, you try to counsel them, you know, whole counsel, they want to flip it on another brother. Oh, nah, brother, man, you know, because so-and-so be doing that. So why are we having counsel with you? You know? And that's why, you know, the apostles be getting on these other groups for going off and teaching false doctrines. Why? Because we're set up to do what? To defend the gospel. And that's what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua wants, man, for his men to defend the gospel. So we fighting spiritually right now. This is a spiritual warfare. But that war is going to come into what? A physical one. When Yahweh Hashem Yahushua returns and takes up his elect and his 1/3. You know? So all we doing right now is being patient, man. Lord's willing, I'll be a part of that number. But I don't have to be. It's all up to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. That's why you gotta be humble, man. Examine yourself daily, man, to see if you're in the faith. There's a lot of dudes, they don't do that, man. Examine yourselves, man, because we almost out of here. All right? Let's go to Isaiah 30:10. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, and verse 10. It says, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. All right, so, man, if you know that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, and a lot of people going to be put to death for getting it, you know, and that's going to be your new currency. And a lot of things, man, honestly, is like a lack of faith with these people, man, because they're going to lack. They lack the faith to believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. They got to have everything put in their own hands. They think everything is up to them. At the end of the day, it's not up to you. It's all up to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. By Hashem HaKadosh, man. So you dudes out here, you know, fronting, you know, because you got these big-ass churches with a great pot. What's going to happen when that economy collapse? And you can't eat. You're going to run to Esau, man. And you got the women in your churches, basically, they're the ones saying that. And some men, a lot of men, too. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. Tell me something good. That's what a nigga always want to say. Tell me something good, bro. All right, matter of fact, let's go at one. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 10. It says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Lying children. So if you're not teaching that the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, you're a liar, man. And the truth is not in you, and there's no light in you. And the Most High is going to destroy you and your churches. But you got, you know, some sincere brothers in all these churches. You got an elect spread on all four corners of the earth, man. You don't know which church them brothers in. You know? But the Most High, just to show his power, you know, that's why this word has to be teached on all four corners of the earth, man. You know? Before he comes back. All right? Before he comes back, this word has to be teached and taught and spoke on all four corners of the earth, man. And how that's going to happen via the YouTube, man. You know? So the brothers can hear it. And you got brothers probably questioning their leaders like, damn, you know what, them dudes, they do make sense when they say the RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. That's the only thing it could be. And then brothers go into it and break it down and show you stuff. You know? Break it down so much that a 2-year-old could understand it. But you got some grown-ass men that don't want to hear it or don't believe it. You know? But back in the book of Isaiah, chapter 30, verse 9, it says that this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not us unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. All right? So they want to hear lies, man. But the only time they gonna want to hear the truth is when everything that we saying come to pass, man. And it's already happening, man. You know? Matter of fact, go to verse 11. It says, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us, man. So they don't even want him to come back, man. Why? Because they're so set on being wicked and doing evil. You know? But Yahweh Shah come back to crack them clouds open, man. And he coming like a thief in the night, because a lot of you people, you ain't prepared, man. And you still in that false doctrine stuff. All right? So this is Isaiah chapter 8 and 20. And I'm going to end it on this. It says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. All right? It is no light in them. Matter of fact, let's go up to verse 19. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 8, verse 19. And it reads, and when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that have familiar spirits and unto wizards that peep and that mutter, should not a people seek unto their power for the living to the dead, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them, man. So man, if them dudes, like I said, man, them brothers out there talking that RFID, microchips, not the mark of the beast and all that, there's no light in them. And Yahweh Hashem Yahshua about to destroy you, man. All right? And with that, I hope that this lesson was edifying. I hope it made sense to you, you know? Because we coming into that time, man, the time of Jacob's trouble, man. Brothers keep telling you that every day, man, warning you. The trumpet is being blown daily, constantly, you know? But brothers don't want to hear that, man. And with that, to the next lesson, I'm going to say Shalom Yasharala and death to America. We almost on. Shalom.